Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. We're actually doing something today that I have been wanting to do on YouTube for a very long time. For those of you who know me, I absolutely love The Sims Medieval. It is my favorite Sims title, and I just never took the time to sit down and play it for YouTube. I have played it for Twitch, and we actually just started a brand new LP on Twitch last night. As you can see in my files here, I have a kingdom called Hollandis with the Queen herself, Lady Busset, who is going and starting new beginnings for a new kingdom. And as much as I love doing that, I also felt that I should definitely go ahead and do a different kingdom with a different playthrough for YouTube. And so that's what we're actually starting today. But before I say that, if you are interested in seeing how we play the one for Twitch, you can definitely get all of my links in the description box below for all of my socials, including my Twitch, my Discord, and any other things like that. But today what we're doing is we're going to be starting a new game here for YouTube, and we're going to be going down this route, which is the ambition one for Peacemaker. The one that we did for Twitch is the new beginning, so we're going to try the Peacemaker one today, and we are going to do that one here for YouTube. I think it'll be cool because I haven't done these things in a very long time. I don't really remember how they go, so let's go ahead and click this and see. So it says the pirates of Arabyville and the guild consortium of Tredony have been eyeing each other mistrustfully. War could break out any moment. Only the strongest, wisest ruler can bring lasting peace to the land. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to start a new game for this, and we are going to call this land Serenity because it's this ambition of peace. So we're going to call it Serenity. So we can have starting funds of 1,000 Simol, gold Simol, because that's what the currency is called in Sims Medieval. Or you can start with 12,500 Simol but have an unfurnished throne room. I think we're going to start with humble beginnings this time. So we're going to go ahead and do the unfurnished one. Now, I would say, and keep in mind that on Twitch, I did this one here, and I usually do this one because the way I never like decorating in like Sims 3 style. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try starting with more money to see if that helps us out any with the land of Serenity. We're going to start in the throne room and get ourselves a monarch. You can always choose people who exist, but I want to create our own monarch for this. So we're going to create a monarch, and because I used a female sim for Twitch, we're going to start with a male for our YouTube one. Oh, but she is so cute. Look at her. I love her. I am so sorry, sis. Well, we're going to start with a male sim, and his face actually isn't bad. It is not bad at all. I am going to name him Oliver Paxton. Where that name came from, I don't know. It was just on my heart, so I chose it. His skin tone is fine. These are all good here. Body modifiers are also great. So let's go ahead and add some traits for him. So we want to like rebuild faith, and the way that this works is we'll have 2 current traits, but we're also going to have a fatal flaw. So I'm gonna start with the flaw first. So he could be bloodthirsty, a compulsive gambler, cowardly, cruel, cursed, a drunkard, a fool, a glutton, a guild enemy. He could have hubris. He could be insecure, an insomniac, licentious, a misanthrope, morose, puny, uncouth, or have a weak constitution. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know, like hubris is where like Sims, they're really full of themselves when they do something great that they can be blinded by it. Part of me really thinks that this would be something that would be good for him, but I think he might also be insecure. And the reason why I'm thinking that I want to give him insecure is because in the traits, one of the things that they have, let me see, where is it? It is this hopeful orphan, right? And so the hopeful can I not speak? The hopeful orphan trait is the Sims who are on this quest to find their long lost parents. They're out there somewhere. Now, I know this doesn't necessarily fit the story completely, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that we can, I guess you can say, bring peace. But I think like having this as like a backstory is something great. Like maybe Oliver's parents have gone missing, and part of them being missing is because they you know, were involved in like this disagreement or whatever it is that's been going on with these two different nations. And I also gave Oliver good, because it's going out of your way to help friends and family in need, and charitable with money, and, you know, like comfort for those around them. And I think that like good would be, I want to say good would be good, but that sounds ridiculous to me, but I'm going to say it anyway because I can't think of anything else to say. That it would be a good trait for him to have, mainly because I'm thinking about this idea of like, if he's trying to bring peace, like we want a leader who can do this. But I also think like the insecurity that he has, you know, about his parents being gone, and if he's able to bring them back, like I think that's something that will bring us enough issues, but also give us some things that we can go ahead and builds upon. And this idea that he is also like looking for his parents, I think that's also something that we can consider when we're thinking about this fact that like, yes, he wants to bring peace, but he has his own things that he wants to focus on, and that could kind of, I guess you can say, derail him in some sense. So we can see what happens with that. I don't really know, I just like making stories and things up. So y'all, this is our Sim, Oliver Paxton, the Monarch of Serenity. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to get our first quest. There are a number of things that we can do. Right now we have no renown, we have no resources, so we can't build anything. We have the throne room, but we're going to see what quests are available so that we can get some of those things, meet some of these achievements, and do whatever it is that we can. And we should probably furnish the throne room, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to get a quest. We're actually going to do these in the order in which they come. So we're going to start with the first steps and see what happens, right? So first steps. The dust had finally settled on the construction of a grand throne room. The seeds of a glorious new kingdom had been planted, and soon a civilization would grow and cover the land for miles in all directions. The only thing Serenity needed now was a ruler, someone wise and powerful who could unite people under the kingdom's cause. So here we are in our empty throne room. My throne room is finally complete. The builders have been working hard, and the fruits of their labor are evident. I should prepare to meet with Buildmaster Desmond. A quick jaunt upstairs to the mirror should suffice. So we're going to go upstairs. We're going to go to our mirror so that we can go ahead and gussy up. But the way we have this mirror here. I was like, hello, where's my mirror? And if you've never played The Sims Medieval before, it does have a UI very similar to Sims 3, but there are only two needs here. We're worried about hunger and energy because we have a whole bunch of quests and things to do. So it says, perfect now, I'm a little more focused. Staying focused will make it easier for me to complete any journeys in which I may find myself. Speaking of which, I should seek out Buildmaster Desmond of the Builders Guild, a powerful pillar of the community, and discuss the future of Serenity. So this is already the Buildmaster. He came to find me, so I think we're already discussing the castle. That's what it seems like. Oh wow, so maybe we like Desmond. Okay, I like that. This better be already developing. So he says, the throne room's all done, my lord. We'll need more resources to begin the next building in the kingdom. Wood, stone, and supplies will cover it. I do enjoy getting my hands dirty once in a while for the betterment of my kingdom. I should make my way to the forest and collect the necessary wood. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head on over to the forest. As much as I like talking to Desmond and finding out more about him, actually we're going to do a little bit more chatting so that we know each other just a bit more. You know, we'll do this just a little bit, and then we're going to head over to the forest so we can make sure that we do the things that we need to do so that everything is okay. So we have made it to the forest here. So it says, the forest. Much adventure awaits me in these woods. The wildflowers here are especially beautiful. I should collect some. One never knows when wildflowers will come in handy. So we need to go ahead and do a little bit of discovering of these plants so that we can collect some wildflowers. Definitely want to make sure that we have quite a few on hand because it seems that like we can use them for a number of things. And we better do this discovery. Yes, we better do that. Okay, I can't discover that yet. That's fine. There are all kinds of plants one can pick across the kingdom. I believe wizards, physicians, and spies use plants to make medicines and potions. And we better be discovering this. So let's see here. It says, well, a victim has come to visit my forest. You'd better hand over your money if you know what's good for you. A bandit dares to threaten the king? My trusty sword can bring this brigand to justice. So let me see here. We have to challenge them to a duel. Not him threatening the king. Like, does he not see me? But we are going to duel you because we do not back down. We are going to protect ourselves. We don't need nobody to do that. He better pick up that little metal thing. Sir, you are going freaking down. I hope so, but I'm a little nervous though, right? Because Oliver, he's insecure. So while Oliver, you better do that. I was just talking about you, right? But with Oliver being insecure, like maybe he'll like, you know, get a little nervous about what's going on, right? I'm really nervous for Oliver. Hopefully we can do this. You better do this, Oliver. Oliver, you can do this, man. Oliver, you can definitely do this. You got this. Oh, his stamina is going down, Oliver. We could do it. Oliver, we could really do it. His stamina is so low. I know we have... Yes. See, Oliver, we did this. Hey, we better do that. Triumph. Bandits could... He better be limping away. Triumph. Bandits could really become a problem in Serenity, but a knight or spy could curb that. Now I can collect wood in peace. So we are going to head on over to collect wood in the forest, which is right behind us right here. And it's a rabbit hole, so we can send him to go ahead and do this. We're going to collect wood. And the things for our quest, what we need to do will always be here next to the picture, but we also get little duties here from time to time. We're going to go ahead and collect wood and see what happens. So there was always adventure waiting to be found in the forest. The wood was collected and the kingdom would soon prosper from it. Ah, my lord, can I have a word, please? It's about my work here. So we need to talk to the grave digger about grave digging. So there are people here. Hello? There are people here who seem to be ill, like they're on their deathbed because they're moaning. So let's see what the grave digger has to say. Well, my lord, I was just wondering if you would consider building a church here in the kingdom. It seems unceremonious to bury these people without a proper rite from a Jacobin or Peterin priest. Thank you, my lord. He better bow to me. So we will definitely consider that. But we need to go into this cave and collect the stone so that we can make sure that we are doing what we need for the kingdom and getting the things that the builder asked. So while we were in the cave, we came across a chest and we either open it or we don't open it. I think the type of person that Oliver is, while he's good and he's searching for his parents, I think his insecurity will make him feel that he should not open this chest. He may be a little nervous about, you know, what could possibly happen. It's dangerous. He's on his own and he's insecure in his own abilities. So I'm going to have him not open this because it seems more in line with his personality. All around, burning hot coins from inside the chest rained down and smoldered on the cave floor. So we received 225 simoleons. We have, well, hello, good looking. It would seem a few visitors have arrived while I was out. I do believe I see a visitor who catches my eye. Okay, so we need to be friendly and ask her things and talk to her so that we're able to go ahead and give her a flower. Let's be funny, you know, and do what it is that we can. You know, she seems really interested and she's listening to us, which I think is really cool. Um, we'll ask her about her parents, you know, because we don't necessarily know our parents. We've been searching for them. Her name is Calliope. That's such a cute name. I love that name a lot, Calliope. Right, so we're acquaintances now. We're talking to her. I think possibly if we can get him with someone, like he may gain some confidence, like something may be better for him. I really hope that we can do things for him, but we also do need to make sure that we get him some food. Let's go ahead and give her the flower and see what she thinks, and then we're gonna go upstairs and get some food. Says, sorry, I haven't heard anything recently. Keep asking around and you'll find something. Why, thank you. I have traded many flowers in my lifetime, but none as beautiful as this. You are a most kind and most enticing king. So she's picking up what we're putting down.
The next day.
And so I think one of the things that he's thinking about is maybe if an advisor can help him run the kingdom, he can possibly spend some time thinking about how he can find his parents. Which is something that he really wants to do. And so sending this off at the messenger post will guarantee me an advisor in no time. So we're going to go to the messenger post. Ooh, why is she stinky? Okay, so we're going to go to the messenger post. We're going to send this letter for hire. And we're also going to have him donate to the poor while we're also out here. Because I think that's definitely something that he would want to do. Please help us, Jasper. My lord, to be honest, this throne room is a bit lacking. You need to furnish it better if you're going to impress any foreign leaders or professionals. You'll need simoles to purchase items, so I'm adding to your fund. Usually, you will make simoles each day from taxes or by selling resources that you collect. Well, so I basically almost ran out of money. I have 170 simoles left. But this is the throne room that we have now that I decorated. We're actually going to assign Pas to this perch here. So that's where Pas will be. We have a nice little rec room here now. This room is still the same. What do we need to do? Declare throne room open. Okay, let me do that. It's not a bad idea to consider opening more relations with our neighboring nations. I should take a peek at the tactical map before I continue to expand my own kingdom. So that's great. We did that, but I did just want to show you the upstairs here. So I ran out before I could do anything with the bed, but we have this mix of like a kitchen area and then a place to like bathe and use the pot here, but when we get more money we will definitely do that. So he's a bit hungry, so he's gonna go ahead and eat some mushroom soup. Where is he? Okay, so he's going ahead and he's eating mushroom soup right now. After he eats, I'm gonna have him do the tactical map thing that's listed here. I think it'll be a good time. So we are in the map area here so that we can go ahead and look at the different these areas. So we have Serenity, and then there's Craft Hole. The Craft Hole leader is Smithmaster Boniface of Craft Hole. They are grounded in the belief that hard work equals success. And then there's Serenity, who are more into commerce and trade, and the leader of that is Merchant Princess Quia of Tredany. So that's really cool. We can definitely go ahead and see they're annexed and loyal. They're also annexed and loyal. And then here we are. As we go through this, we'll be able to write our own story, but right now we don't really know what Serenity is like. We're still building that. And I do see that there is a comment here. I'm gonna go ahead and just be friendly and chat with her, but as Serenity expands, so will the number of territories I can explore. Speaking of expanding, I wonder if Buildmaster Desmond has finished taking inventory of the resources. So we're gonna go ahead and have a nice quick little chat with Stella here, because although she is a commoner, like, you never know who will be interesting to Oliver here. So like he might like her, he might not, like we never know. So you know, we can definitely go ahead and discuss things with her, but then we're gonna go ahead and discuss the future of the kingdom with Desmond. There are enough resources here and the builders are all ready. Only one question, my lord. What will you build, Highness? Hey, and we completed the first quest. Great for us. So looking here, Oliver has moved up to level 2. It says a strong king had risen, but trying times were ahead, and Oliver's rule would be challenged more than he could possibly imagine. So I'm really interested to see how things go for Oliver, right? Maybe he can find some information about his parents. He may try out and do some things. Like, I really did like the things that we did for him. There are 2 possible love interests for him. And his insecurities, they're not necessarily holding him back completely yet, but it does impact the way that he makes certain decisions, which is important for us to consider. And so we have finished that first one, and we have 10 resources, which means that we'll be able to build something new. So there are a number of things that we can think about with this, and I would like your assistance in the comments below. But one thing that we need to consider is the fact that the grave digger asks for a church. So a church is definitely something that we can do, but we're also trying to make sure that we have peace. And there are a number of ways that that can happen. So with 10 RP, we can build a wizard's tower. We can build a clinic. We can build the Jacobin Cathedral or the Peterin Monastery, which were the 2 different churches. Or we can build a barracks. So I am going to make sure that I put these in the top comment in the comments below, and then you can respond and let me know which one you think that we should build the next time that we do this. And I definitely do thank you for joining me for the very first episode of our Sims Medieval Let's Play with Lord Oliver of Serenity. If you enjoyed this, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to see me play a different version of this live on Twitch, you can definitely head over to twitch.tv/I'm Tasha Monet and follow me. I had so much fun and I cannot wait to play this again for you all. As always, I'm sending positive vibes your way. I'm Tasha Monet. See you next time.
Sometimes I feel like I done lost it, and I don't even really know the cost yet. But every time fear is on my mind, you remind my soul that I'm free. I know I can't go on my own. You came so I wouldn't have to go it alone. You took the long road so you could show me home. Found love better than I've ever known. So now I know that I can say you are exalted above everything on the earth that I've seen. Cause I know that my dreams come alive in the love that you promised to me. I'll keep singing your praise and you know I believe.